Heartbeam presents a visual journey of the soul. Every city has its stories. Some are loud, told by those who have everything, and others are whispered by those who have nothing. His name was Daniel. No one really remembered when he first arrived, only that he was always there, a quiet fixture on a park bench. He'd sit and feed the pigeons from a torn paper bag. A simple cardboard sign rested by his side. It didn't say "Help me" or "I'm hungry." It just read, "Have a blessed day." Every morning, Daniel watched the world move on without him. He saw the rush of briefcases, the blur of faces buried in phones, a river of people flowing past. But he never grew bitter. I once heard him say, "You can lose your home, but you must never lose your heart." He believed that, and he lived it. Most people walked by without a second glance, just another part of the city's scenery. But Daniel saw them. He saw their hurried steps and their worried expressions, and he silently wished them well. One rainy afternoon, he noticed her, a young woman, soaked from the downpour, clutching her phone and a crumpled wet envelope. She was clearly distressed, and tears streamed down her face, mixing with the rain. She collapsed onto a nearby bench, her shoulders shaking with sobs. Daniel watched her for a moment, a flicker of hesitation in his kind eyes. Then, he slowly got up, walked over, and offered her his own worn-out jacket, the only real protection he had from the cold. She looked up, startled. Through her tears, she managed to explain. I just lost my job," she whispered, her voice cracking. "I can't even pay my rent this month. I don't know what I'm going to do." Daniel just nodded, listening with a quiet empathy that needed no words. He then reached into his small, tattered bag and took out a crumpled $5 bill. It looked like it might be the only money he had in the world. He held it out to her. "Here," he said softly. "It's not much, but it's hope." She immediately tried to refuse, shaking her head. It felt wrong to take from someone who had so little. But he insisted, a gentle, tired smile gracing his lips, until she finally, reluctantly, took it. The very next morning, Daniel was gone from his usual spot. His sign, his bag, even the pigeons seemed to have disappeared with him. The bench was empty. The city moved on, and no one seemed to notice his absence. No one, that is, except for her. She stood there, holding that $5 bill, fresh tears welling in her eyes as she stared at the empty space where he had been. That small act of pure, selfless kindness lit something inside her, a spark she was certain had been extinguished forever. It was more than just $5. It was a lifeline. It was proof that goodness still existed. With a new sense of determination, she went out and found another job. She worked hard, she saved, and piece by piece, she rebuilt her life. But she never, ever forgot the man with nothing, who had given her everything he had. 5 years passed. The park was the same, yet different, cleaner, brighter. And in the very same spot where Daniel used to sit, a new sign had appeared. It read, "Meals of Hope, free for anyone in need." A food truck was parked beside it, serving hot meals to a line of grateful people. And there, beside the truck, serving food with a warm, genuine smile, was her. She placed a small, handwritten sign on the counter for everyone to see. It simply said, "Inspired by Daniel." Daniel never got to see how far his kindness traveled. He never knew the ripple effect of his single, quiet action. But that's the thing about kindness, isn't it? Sometimes, the smallest, most unassuming act can echo far louder and longer than 1,000 words. You don't need money to make a difference. You don't need fame or recognition to be remembered. All you really need is heart. Because often, the greatest heroes are the ones no one ever sees. Thank you for watching Heartbeam, where stories touch the soul. If this moved you, please subscribe, like, and share the video. And don't forget to explore more of our videos. Every story has the power to heal and inspire.